Today we're headed to Mount Rushmore.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto South Dakota 244 West.
Now you can see them.
You have arrived.
There you go. There's Mount Rushmore. There's the bookstore information center. You get your ticket when you go through the gate. Then you have to come up here, insert your ticket. Then it comes up and asks you how many people, what your age is, if you're military. And then you can put either cash or credit card. It costs $10 unless you're 62 or older, and then it's only $5. And then I don't know what it is for military.
This guy actually sculpted the statue,
And
his son sculpted the statue of him.
These are the flags from each of the 50 states in the United States. Decided to eat in the cafe because we want to stay for the show, the evening show, because it's Memorial Day. Jim got the cheeseburger and I just got the hamburger. It comes with fries automatically. So, and then you have a scenery of the mountain right there while you're eating. Burger. Was it good?
It was good.
Mine was good. But I thought it would actually be dry, and it wasn't. It was moist.
Typical cafeteria food, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't. It looked burnt, but it wasn't as. It wasn't dried out. Was yours?
No,
How's your French fries?
they're good. Crinkle cut.
Crinkle cut. Well, Jim got what he came here for. He's been talking about it for 2 days, the ice cream. I said, you've been talking about this ice cream for 2 days. You want to tell us the story about it?
It's just that Thomas Jefferson, first person to write down the recipe for vanilla ice cream, is known in the United States.
So he actually brought it over, what, from France?
And this is his recipe, yeah.
And you can get it here at Mount Rushmore.
It's the only place I know of you can get it too.
Yeah.
Even though it's published everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. So you came back with vanilla. Because it was the vanilla that he brought the recipe back for. So is it good?
It's good.
Okay, it's open till 9.
Gordon was the sculptor that did it, and according to him, he wanted the monument to symbolize the principles of liberty, that wisdom, and freedom of the nation that was founded. So that's why he picked the four that he picked.
Same way with double shins. It looked like it was heavy.
Each day they had to climb over 700 stairs.
I had to cut up underneath here.
To reach the top.
I cut up underneath there to get the dark. So there'd be a
There was a cable that was 1,300 feet long
as
that they used with a steel basket to carry everything up.
It was very important because Mr. Gordon said, now I want everybody to be able to recognize
We
They
had
had their own blacksmith shop. And made most of the tools right here to do. Rock Island Manufacturing Company.
He used dynamite for most of the sculpturing, and then tools to fine touch it. But from another sculpture that he did, he already knew how to use the dynamite and how much to put in a charge and how deep to drill holes.
You know what
and transfer that exact information to the mountain.
So they used these
A
3D
bar connected to a protractor was attached to the top
measurements.
of the
So they did these, what are they called? Models.
corresponding
So they did
large
these
scale
3D
version of the
models,
pointing tool
and
was
then they
also
had a
attached
tool
to the
that
mountain.
measured it, and then they did it times 12 on the mountain
Bar
to
extended
get the
out
exact
over the
measurements
basis
on the
that could be
mountain.
rotated to any degree.
They used a point
plumb line
system.
extended down from the bar to the surface of the model.
See,
The
right there it
protractor
shows it.
angle, as well as the position and length of the plumb line, were all recorded.
It's pretty
On top of
amazing.
the memorial, the measurements were multiplied times 12. And
This is a presidential trail here at Mount Rushmore.
It's called Mount Rushmore. You said it.
Terrace.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a paved walk, nice big wide sidewalk. They say it's easy.
Go down in there. Oh yeah, you can see his head through the crack. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. There's a tree growing up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Lincoln.
There. Get it going on.
This is the 0.2 mile marker of the presidential trail.
The ceremony begins in the daylight and ends in the dark, so please keep track of your personal possessions and especially your children. To produce between 1 and 200 copies exactly like this replica of the Declaration of Independence. Approved only hours before by the Continental Congress, this document sets forth in no uncertainty and expectations of the American people. With it, aided by the Committee of Five, invoke the spirit of amity that underlies every American ideal. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A desire for revolution swept throughout the colonies whose peoples were exhausted by injustice and despotism. You see, they wanted change. And no matter how self-evident the Declaration claimed its truths to be, these were out of reach to the American people. What they lacked, what they craved, was to be free. We, the people, wanted to empower ourselves with the right to self-governance. The oldest, most fundamental American endeavor is our endless quest to empower the people. Gutzon Borglum, who shaped the mountain before you, captured the essence of this pursuit in the likenesses of 4 men, each devoted to this cause. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. These men, United States presidents all, each believed the power to govern should reside firmly in the hands of the governed. They viewed democracy as a conduit, a road down which we might pursue our happiness. In his farewell address, after serving 2 terms as our first president, Washington said the basis of our political systems is the right of the people to make and to alter their constitutions of government. Government should be responsive to and functional for all of its people. America languished under the monarchy. Its cries for fair laws fell on deaf ears. its long-standing desire for representation in government was met with disdain. This declaration was penned by a people who had had enough. And its long list of complaints against the crown are united by a theme: that power should rest with the people. Today, we have the power to shape our nation. We have the power to vote. But it has never been seen as enough, however, to simply have the right to vote. Jefferson is attributed with wisely remarking that we in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority that participates. If democracy is a road, it is one that we must build together. Together, we must actively use our votes to let our voices be heard. Enfranchisement is a fundamental right and a tremendous privilege. Our founders, they understood how challenging life becomes when laws are dictated for, but not by, the people. So it is that since its very beginning, the American public has fought to ensure that everyone might enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There has been a steady march of progress since the time of our founders to improve the lives of our citizens. Theodore Roosevelt, for instance, advocated strongly for labor reform, and he used his voice and his vote to raise up the common workers. And his actions contributed to the establishment of safer workplaces and better wages. The incredible work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., alongside his contemporaries, led to significant advancements in civil rights. We, like them, have a responsibility to ensure that everyone might share in this republic equally, for the work remains unfinished. Our right to collectively shape the American spirit, as Gutzon Borglum shaped this stone, does not come down to us freely. It was fought for. It was won, as Roosevelt said, through blood and sweat and tears, the labor and the anguish of those that came before us. American independence was hard-earned. This declaration was not the end of our revolution, it was its very beginning. General Washington was made Commander-in-Chief of our Continental Army on May 5th, 1775, and it would take 8 cold, bitter, hungry, bloodied years until we, the people, were finally free with the Treaty of Paris in 1783. We must be present in this democracy to honor the sacrifices of everyone who has ever put themselves at risk for the sake of liberty. A debt of gratitude is owed to many standing with us here today. To those among us who served in the armed forces, making sure that we, the people, remain in power. To those that never made it home. To those who spoke out when doing so meant risking everything. We must show our gratitude for these sacrifices by never letting them go to waste. Not a soul here tonight is perfect, neither you nor I. But together we are more. Together, we are empowered with the agency to make our world better, to build a government that serves all its peoples well. We can, through simple conversation and the close examination of facts and ideas, lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. This great American experiment was begun for the sole purpose of improving quality of life. Think just how relevant those unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness remain 248 years after they're proclaimed. The struggle for today is not altogether for today. It is for a vast future also, as Lincoln said. The future falls to us. We have inherited this struggle. So let us become champions of the American dream. Let us rise to the challenges of our time. Let us show the world the promise of our democracy is not an empty one. Engage in your government locally and nationally. Vote. Like with this declaration, let your voice be heard. Work hard to improve the lives of your fellow citizens. As Americans, this is our oldest pursuit. Goodson Borglum, who shaped the mountain before you, did not do so alone. It took 400 men and women 14 years to shape this stone. 400. There's at least 4 times as many here today in this tiny America. People surrounded by those that they love. Imagine. Just imagine what we, the American people, nearly 340 million strong, could accomplish together in that time. Empowering the citizenry is fundamental to democracy and the essence of everything our founders strove for. So let us, together, shape America in spirit and stone. Thank you.
After the Ranger speech, they show a 10-minute film, and then they sing God Bless America, and they light the monument up. Ooh, it's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join in singing America's national anthem.
At the end of the Star Spangled Banner, they called all the veterans down to go on stage. Jim and I did not record it because we went down. Oops, let me turn the light on. Oh, that doesn't help. We hope you liked this video of Mount Rushmore. We hope you enjoyed the memorial service too. And if you did, give us a thumbs up, a like, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you.